Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now.
Oh, looks like Player Man 666 doesn't like Max. Well, the good news is Max don't like you either. Uh, there are plenty of people in this world, and the good news is that there's enough room for both of us. Unless, of course, you're someone who can't be trusted. And if you're watching this video, I'm hoping that you are a trustworthy individual. If you have to deal with a world of untrustworthy individuals, well, then you may be in the same situation as one of our community members at large who goes by the handle Aviator1616, and he asks, are there any products that you are aware of that can physically lock a laptop? A friend of mine is going to college, and he has a very expensive gaming laptop that will have to leave his dorm room, and he wants to find a product similar to a bike lock, possibly, that can physically lock a laptop to a desk, bedpost, or something similar. Thanks for your help. The other day, we were talking about the LoJack product, which many of you were familiar is a product that can help recover lost or stolen vehicles, cars. They make a product similar, only it works with laptops, both Mac and PC. And then when I uploaded that, someone emailed me and told me about Undercover from orbicule.com. That's a product that works on the Mac, and it will actually take pictures of the perpetrator when they get online again, and they also tell you what you can do to lock down a laptop so that it doesn't get reformatted. You can actually lock the firmware in a Mac so that anytime someone tries to adjust the disk, they need to know the password in order to get around that. So it's another way to deter thieves. Then someone recommended the laptoplock.com, and I believe this product is only available for Windows. It's a software product, no hardware. It's free for now. It comes with no adware or spyware, so the person claims. It's only available for Windows. There's no Linux or Mac OS version available. But he says if you'd like to build one for your favorite OS, please let him or them know. So there's a few different ways to extend or build upon the idea of LoJack that we mentioned the other day. There is, however, something rather that you can attach to a laptop. Some laptops have a security lock mechanism built in. It's usually a notch that kind of sits in a groove, and then in there you basically wrap something around it and lock it up. Kensington makes a handful of Master Lock security locks, and these are available. You can pick one up online. This one, at least directly from Kensington.com, costs about $44. I don't know how much an average bike lock goes for, but if you're trying to safeguard a laptop that's worth maybe a couple $1,000s, $40 is nothing to spend compared to having it lost or stolen. So if you do not have an actual security notch built into your laptop, I believe Kensington also has another way to get a slot adapter kit so that you can secure the laptop in some way, shape, or form. Of course, if the thief is determined to get that laptop, I can almost guarantee there's been an exploit that's been posted somewhere to the internet, and they would download it and look to find a way around the security mechanism that you put into place. And that, again, is where I would fall back onto just counting on that thief being an absolute idiot and installing something like, either like a LoJack or the laptop lock or Undercover from orbicule.com so that you have an opportunity to get the laptop back, not just keeping them from taking it in the first place. In many ways, there's really no perfect solution for this. As far as that laptop lock is concerned, it's usually, as far as the notch goes, I've only seen it really in business class laptops. I don't know if I've really seen it in consumer-oriented laptops, largely because in the workplace, where there are a lot of PCs and things that can get stolen, that having those theft deterrents built into the actual hardware is more prevalent than, say, if you were to purchase a laptop to be primarily used at home. So I don't think many of these manufacturers have necessarily thought of the students in this respect. This may be something to bring up with OEMs like HP or Dell or even Apple to that degree. Because certainly it's something that we all have to consider with more and more of us owning laptops and mobile devices that can be stolen, thinking of ways to deter thieves. One other way of saying, that you're protected is either putting a sticker on there, say this laptop's protected by LoJack, and LoJack's got enough of a brand that even if it wasn't, it's enough for people to recognize, oh, well, I don't want to take it because otherwise the person's going to know and be able to find out, and then I'm going to get in trouble. So, whatever you can do, sometimes just posting a sign is enough to stop a thief without actually having to physically install something, attached to it. Of course, there's a screensaver, at least for the Mac, that when you flip it on, it will record a snapshot of whoever is in front of the camera at a time, and as long as you say this warning, my webcam is always on, that could be enough to keep people from doing anything kind of crazy. There's plenty that you can do without actually physically installing something onto your laptop or mobile device. But I'm going to toss it out to the community and ask if anybody else knows of something physical that can be done beyond that security lock or an adapter kit for the security lock. This is a very interesting topic for me to kind of dive into. I've never actually dealt with it in the past. Usually I keep a very close eye on my hardware. I always did in college too. In fact, I remember freaking out at a roommate back in the days of Windows 3.1 where you didn't have auto arrange on the desktop, and I noticed my computer icon was off by 3 pixels, and I freaked. I said, "Who is touching my computer?" I said, "How did you know?" "Dude, it's off by 3 pixels." And yes, I notice when things are off by 3 pixels. It's a disease, and unfortunately, they do not make a product for me to take other than Xanax to get rid of it. So if you know of any other ideas, leave a comment, suggestion, follow-up, remark, whatever. Interested in hearing everything that you have to say. And, of course, you're welcome to swing by the chat room anytime, day or night. Someone's usually here. Even if I'm not, I guarantee there's at least 100 people in here at all times, or at least it has been that way for a few months now. And so we'd be happy to see you at any point, day or night, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, at live.pirillo.com. We'll see you later.